Here I'm going to be demonstrating how to create a new calendar event in Outlook. So first you're going to start off by opening your Outlook. I'm just going to access mine through the Moodle. So once you open your Outlook, you're going to click on the calendar tab. Once you click on your calendar tab, you're going to add a new event. Once you select that, you can then type in your title. So I'm just going to put team meeting as my title. From then on, you can add your location. So I'm just going to put UL as my location. Once you add a location, then you can select date and time. I'll use today's date. Or better yet, I'll use February 29th and I'll put the time from 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Then in the notes description, you can put any notes you want for the upcoming event. So I'll just put discuss, project, updates, and deadlines. From then on, to attach a document, you're going to click this little tab right here. You can go in your OneDrive. Then you can I'll just select this PDF here, select that one, and then it uploads your PDF to the event. Once you upload it, to invite a participant, you go to invite attendees and you type in their email. Once you type in the email and upload your PDF, you can then click save and send. Once you click save and send, your event should pop up now in your Outlook calendar, and it'll send you a reminder as well. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is create a calendar event in Gmail. So you're going to open the Gmail application. Once you open Gmail, you're going to click the Google apps in the top right. Then you're going to select calendar. From then on, you're going to press create event. And again, add your title. Once you add your title, again, you can add your location. I'll use UL again. Then you can add your date and time. I'll just choose today, Thursday, January 29th from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. And then you can also add a description note. So discuss, project, updates. And then to attach a document here, you'll press add a Google Drive attachment. You can just do recents. I'll just attach this one, for example. You press insert, and there it adds your attachment. To add a guest, you just enter their email address here on this line. I'll do myself, for example. Well, I take that back. It doesn't let you, so we'll just do this. Got it. So that's how you add a guest. Once you're done with that, you can either click save or send, whichever one your computer displays. Mine says save, so I'm going to click save. And then you can choose if you want to send an invitation email to the calendar guest. I'm going to press send. And then you can adjust if you want them to be a viewer, a commenter, or editor, or if you want to allow them to have access or not to it. And then save event. And it's added to your Google Calendar. Like I said, it'll remind you a few days or hours before your event. And that's how you create a calendar event using Google Calendar. In this section, I'm going to be using advanced Outlook email functions. This feature allows you to be able to send a email at a specific scheduled time, usually at a later date. But for this one, using a Mac, you must access your Outlook through the app. You cannot use the web. So here I'm going to access my Outlook app. I'm going to select New Mail. You can type in your recipient. For example, I'll just use myself. I'll add a subject in. Obviously, you'll compose the body of the email here. Once you're done with that, you're going to select this arrow here. You're going to select your day and time for it. For example, I'll just use February 1st at 9 a.m. Press OK. And then the mail shows scheduled here. And that's it for scheduling an email at a later date. Now, for a snooze email, you're going to go to your inbox. For a Mac, you can double click and then it'll show snooze here. And then here you can select your day and time. You can choose your own date if you want, or you can just, for example, I'll select this weekend, Saturday at 10 a.m., and then it'll show you snoozed here, and it'll send me a reminder this Saturday at 10 a.m. Now, to move an email, you double click again, and then you scroll down to move. You hover over here, and then you press choose folder. Then you can select whichever folder you want. You can select or create one. If you want to create one, you do have to create a folder prior to this process, but I'll just use, for example, my first one, archives. So I'll select that one, and then once you select it, you press move, and it'll show you move to archive folder here. That's it for displaying the different functions of Outlook and Google Calendar. Thank you.